Hello, good evening. It's Wednesday, the 29th of April, 2026, and it's around about 20 past 6 in the evening. So I thought today I'll come and do an after work walk through some woodland between Sheffield and Barnsley. We're pretty much on the boundary here, although we are just inside Barnsley. Metropolitan Borough Council. And so I thought we'd come and just enjoy some late afternoon, early evening, beautiful sunlights through some beautiful English woods at bluebell time. Don't know the name of these woods, but we are just a short drive up from Grenna Side, from Grenna Woods, Weeter Woods, Warncliffe Woods, etc. And we are really now pretty much at peak bluebell time. Now, looking at a map before I came out to do this walk, it seems like if I take the right path, and that's a big if, it will afford some lovely views across the Upper Don Valley in Sheffield. But first, we get some lovely views as we come out of that bit of woodland. A little bit of farmland here, and then we can see right across to Barnsley. Let me just zoom in a little bit more. Oops, not that much. Now, we've got quite a strong easterly wind today, and that way is pretty much east, maybe northeast. I'm looking there, and I've got my baffles on my microphone, or a baffle on my microphone, so we'll see if that cuts down the wind noise. But yeah, we're looking towards maybe North Sheffield there. That might be High Green Chapel Town, and then over there towards Barnsley. High Green Chapel Town are in Sheffield. So we're not quite in that golden hour at the moment. I think sunsets around about 8:30 in the evening, and well, obviously in the evening. So really, you're talking 7 o'clock-ish, between maybe 7 to 7:30 when you start to get that really glorious golden hour. Yeah, that's a full-on easterly wind. I'm looking pretty much bang east there, right over to kind of Doncaster area. as we come back into the woodland here. Now then, that's access land, so that's not exactly public footpath land, but you can go on there, but we're not going to go that way. That's Warncliffe Chase. Yeah, so I think we need to go down this way to get some views over the Upper Don Valley. Once you're in the wood, it's really very sheltered. I don't think I need the baffle on my microphone, but then that little bit where I'm facing straight into the wind back up there, facing east, that's quite a, shall we say, a strong breeze. It would have sounded like a gale was blowing. So we started off with some bluebells, but we seem to have gone a bit bluebell shy now. And so I suppose we can have a little look over yonder towards the Upper Don Valley, and actually, yeah, I think that over there is possibly the Loxley Valley. I'm not quite sure. It's kind of, get your bearings time. But yeah. So peaceful. It's a blackbird, I think. Beautiful song. Got some cyclists here.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. So this is a bridle way. The difference between a public footpath and a public bridle way. Public footpath is just for pedestrians. No bikes or horses allowed. Public bridle way, horses, bikes, non-motorised bikes, and pedestrians. Now whether that means e-bikes or not, I'm not sure. I should think e-bikes are okay. Looks like we're approaching some bluebells here. Oh yes, that's more like it. That is so much more like it. Absolutely lovely. So far this year I've not got many bluebells, only in Ecclesall Woods really. If you've seen that one, please go and, or if you haven't, please go and watch that video of my short walk through Ecclesall Woods that I did on Saturday. I think it was Saturday, weekend anyway. And if you enjoy these videos, again, please subscribe to this channel and please like. The videos. Right, so we can go in numerous directions here, but I think I see a load of bluebells up here, and I think this is the turn off that I want. Look at a pheasant over there. This is more like it now. Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Could be a thumbnail. And then on this side as well. Absolutely glorious. Just stunning. Look at the light coming through there. That is glorious. That's so beautiful. An English bluebell wood in springtime. Nothing to beat it. You've got the heady scent of the hyacinths, the bluebells. And what is it? Hyacinth nondescripta, I think, is the Latin. Yeah, they are pretty much at their peak right now. They're all out. Pretty much, let me zoom into a sunlit clump there. Just so graceful, so beautiful. But as you can see, the canopy, there's a lot of beech trees around here. I've talked on other videos before about when I've been filming bluebells, how as soon as the canopy starts to come fully out, that's the signal really for the bluebells to go over, set seed, and that's your display for another year. So it's so beautiful to be able to catch them like this when they're at their absolute peak and in such beautiful surroundings and such beautiful lighting conditions. It's absolutely stunning. It's a shame I don't have smell-o-vision. I mean, bluebells aren't highly scented, but when there's so many of them, the small amount of scent that each one gives off, you know, is multiplied many times. Look at that. Just casting some lovely long shadows now. The sun's getting lower in the sky. I don't think I've said what the temperature is. Temperature earlier on when I got out of my car was 16 Celsius. So it's probably dropped a little bit by now. It's mainly beech, but there are some lovely oaks here. These are oak trees. All these that you see the oaks haven't come out yet. The oaks are one of the last, the oak and the ash are pretty much the last two trees to come into leaf. And may not be in full leaf until maybe the end. It depends how warm it is, how how warm or cool a spring you get, or how wet or dry it is. But we're talking mid to late May before the canopy really comes out. And here we have the first glimpse, if I zoom in. Oops, gotta watch where I'm going. Of the Upper Don Valley. Might, in a little bit, be able to see Stocksbridge bypass. Which I think is the A616, part of the Woodhead route that goes between northwest Sheffield and Manchester. Right. I think I might just have to get that little shot there. That might be too much. As we can see, if I just put it on maximum zoom, that reservoir there is Underbank Reservoir, which I did a winter visit to a couple of years ago. Very snowy it was. So please go and watch that video if you haven't already done so, and give it a like. It's got quite a steep bank up there. Soils look really quite thin around here. Just do another 360. And yes, quite an extensive view over the town of Stocksbridge, which is part of Sheffield, part of the city of Sheffield, lies on the very northwest extreme edge of Sheffield. So let's just zoom in and two, and then that there. So there is the Stocksbridge bypass, and there you can see the reservoir a bit clearer now, I think. Look at all the midges around. And then the housing goes up the hill there, and then kind of up at the top there is a golf course, Stocksbridge Golf Course, somewhere around there, I think, just above Stocksbridge and Deepcar. And then beyond that you're pretty much in the Peak District. So Stocksbridge, an industrial town. You can see the steelworks down in the valley bottom there, but on the edge of some of the most gorgeous countryside in the country. So yeah, let's carry on. And again, just look over this field of, I'm not sure what's planted there, wheat possibly. For those of you who regularly watch my videos, especially the Peak District, I like to point out a landmark in the Peak District called Win Hill. Now, I'm not sure, but if I put this on 5, you might be able to see a little point that might be Win Hill, but I'm not sure. That direction is definitely the Peak District. Wow, that's an even better aspect, I think, there. That's quite beautiful. That's so lovely. Let's look back again to where we've come from. Oh, got a little break in the wall here. Right. This looks like this might be footpath access going back through the woods. So we'll have a little walk up here. Lots of beach in here. And I can feel that strong easterly now. I'm facing that easterly direction again. I hope you can still hear me. Right. Let's go up here. Seems to be a bit of an ancient footpath along here. Right, I think because this video is just over half an hour long, I think I will bring it to an end here, just on the edge of this woodland as we're looking into the sun. I'll just do one last sweep. So we're pretty much looking west that way because the sun's obviously setting in this time of year slightly northwest. Do 360 that way, pretty much north. That way, which is where the wind is coming from, east, and then that way south. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this evening walk, and I'll see you on the next one. So bye for now.